Well, hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody had a fairly good weekend. We are not going to do any live auctions this week. And so Pam and I got the call. Well, Pam got the call from Janine's son yesterday, so we could kind of give you guys an update today of what's going on. We will go back to normal auctions next week. We're moving warehouses. So Pam will have internet as of next week. I guess they're installing this Friday, so we'll be back to auctions next week. But we wanted to come on and give you guys an update. We'll wait on a couple more people to get here. Hi, T. There's T over there at Auctions for You.
Hey, Mama.
Hello, Paul. Hello, Joe. Hello, Memories. Hello, Mama Beth.
Hey,
Hi, Ashley. Hello, Pete. So, we can go upstairs to the office.
Hey, Troy. Hey, Shadow House. William.
Troy. Hey, William. Shadow House.
Hey, Mary.
Okay.
Annie.
Hey, Kat.
Hey, Kat.
Okay. So sorry, I don't have a.
Hey, Summers.
Connection here, or as far as like a holder for the phone. So we'll just make the best out of what we got. We have 42 people here, so we'll get started kind of and go everything. Hello, Carol. Hello, Jessica. Oh, Jess. If you can email me at mrbuysalot795@gmail.com. I just need your information so I can send you an invoice for the item you won last week.
I sent it.
Oh, you sent an invoice already?
Yep, I sent her an invoice.
Okay, so Pam did it.
I put it in.
I didn't have your info.
Yep, I put
Hello,
it in.
Mark.
Eric.
Hello, Eric.
Hey, Ashley.
So I think we'll go ahead and get underway. We'll just do a little bit of Q&A with you guys as well after we give out the news of what we've heard. It's obviously we're not firsthand on everything. Some things are told to us. We let you guys know. Those things are, what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to give the update on Janine. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Tea Garden. First, we'll go through that info. It is life. Hey, thanks, Dom.
Hey, Dom.
So, guys, last week, I know some of you have been in and haven't been in. Janine, I was in Pennsylvania, dealing with a really close friend, like a grandfather, his funeral, and we're moving the warehouse and just a lot going on. So, I'm not the most mushy kind of guy, like emotional, but I am. So it's a little different. It's a little hard for me to get through, but I figured it's easier for me to do it than for Pam. So Pam got the call last week that Janine had wound up in the hospital. She's been having some problems recently, spitting up blood and stuff, and they couldn't figure out what it was, I guess. So she went back after our auction on Thursday. She said she was bleeding again and left, and had went in. I guess she came home and then went back on Friday. They wound up finding a blood clot in her lungs that they removed, a pretty sizable one. Not sure why they didn't catch it over the week or 2 weeks prior to that, but they didn't. The medical field is not a perfect science, guys. It's just not. When it's your time, it's your time, and it's something that we can't avoid. So I guess she went back. We got the call, or we tried to call on Tuesday to see if she was going to come in and mod for the auctions. Didn't hear anything. I don't know if Pam had spoke to her over the weekend, or if after Friday was kind of the end of it. Pam can let you know.
Friday she was in my auction, and she was hanging out with all of us till late in the evening. And I talked to her after the auction on the phone for a little while, and she said all her tests came back good, looking good. They were just waiting to, they wanted to send a scope down to make sure what else they could see.
Right. So she was kind of reluctant to get the scoping done. She finally decided to go ahead and do it, I guess, over the weekend. We tried to find out on Tuesday if she was coming in to mod. We hadn't heard anything else. Pam tried to call a couple times. Finally, her son answered her phone, and he let Pam know that over the weekend she had went in and she had a heart failure. Had been down, so had a heart attack for about 20 minutes. They revived her, resuscitated her, and then I guess she had seizures, and then went down a second time for 20 minutes or so. And at that point, they could not resuscitate her. So she wound up with, I don't know if I would consider it as a coma. They legally said that she's brain dead. So when we spoke to her son on Tuesday, the implication was he was going down to the hospital to sign paperwork. So to us, that meant that they were going to probably remove her from life support, which is what we let everybody know on that day as much as we could. Pam wound up getting a call yesterday from her son. I guess he did not sign the paperwork, so officially she is brain dead, but still alive with machines.
Yes, he hasn't let her go yet.
Yeah, so he's just having a hard time letting her go, and we understand. And we're not pushing any factors on them. Miracles do happen and can happen. Janine was part of our family, so she was here with us for years, and we had a hard time with it, especially with everything else going on. So Pam more so than a lot of us, because she spoke to her on the phone probably 4 or 5 times a week, almost. And or more.
Yeah, almost every day.
Yeah. So, and Pam's got other family issues that are very similar in her past. So she's she had a hard time with it. So we decided that we did look around for a new mod, obviously, because there's nothing we can do theoretically about it. Kyle T is now going to be modding for us for a little while. We're going to try Kyle out, see if we don't scare him off. And so Pam got told yesterday she spoke to Janine's son for a couple hours. His original thing was he wanted to get rid of all of the stuff that Janine had got. Asked about should they send it back to everybody who got her stuff or whatnot. We said no, that's theirs. Ultimately, some of that stuff's going to be sold. We're going to try to help him in any way we can. If that means that Pam and I have to fly out there and physically help with the stuff, or find an auction house, or find someone in the Illinois area who's a reseller who would either do it on commission or buy everything from him, just to kind of get it out of the way once he's ready. We're obviously giving them as much time as they need. Their family dynamic is like all of ours. You have that family dynamic at Thanksgiving, that you're happy to see some of your family and not happy to see others. It's one of those things, like, I love kids as long as they're somebody else's. And I'm just kidding. I have kids. I'm trying to make light. But we have we've decided that this week we're just going to kind of take a break. It was a lot going on, me with the funeral, and then with the Janine thing, and then having to move, Pam with the Janine thing, and obviously she's being a trooper and she's moving up there in the warehouse, trying to get the second warehouse set up so that we can auction from there. A lot of people in the community know that Janine, is brain dead or has passed, one or the other. Just kind of depends on how you count it. It's that's on each person's individual thoughts. We do love Janine, and we wish the best for the family, and our prayers are obviously with her and her son and her family. And we'll figure out, as time goes on, Janine was disabled, and we just hope that she's in a better place and she's not in pain and anything like that. When it comes down to it, you guys are, for the better part, we consider you guys as part of our family. You are part of our YouTube family. And we want to be as forthcoming and as honest to you guys as we can about everything that goes on, because you're a big part of it. Like, I would not be in South Carolina looking at trying to expand the business down here if I didn't have YouTube. I'm trying to get rid of eBay completely to go to just YouTube and whatnot. So, and this is a good community. There's some fighting here and there, and some bickering back and forth, but all things considered, whenever you get thousands of people with different personalities and different mindsets and different beliefs in one place, you're going to have that, and in a way it's healthy, and in a way it's not. It's just how you cope with those things. So we're going to cope with Janine as far as we're going to let you guys know everything that we know when we know it, and we're just going to pray. We're going to offer our prayers for her and for her family. As we find out what they need, we will express that to the community, whether that be, I had mentioned a GoFundMe. I've never done one, and I've never heard of one, like, or know how to do it. So I don't know if that's the best way to go. Pam and I are personally going to do some stuff just to kind of help on our end, with her son for now. And we will let you guys know if anything is done. He specifically said that, he was raised to never ask for financial help. So we're just kind of doing that because obviously, I paid Janine for modding. So we're gonna extend that courtesy for a little while, and do what we can, and we're gonna, keep moving forward. So it is, it's,
Hey, 710.
Yep. Hi, Jolie. GoFundMe is costly.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, like I said, I've never done one because I'm also one to not like look into GoFundMes or any of that stuff. But like, obviously like super chats and all that stuff like that, they take 30% too. So, I don't know what the best way to do them. We will find out what the best way to help him is. Right now, I think his biggest concern is all the stuff, because Janine obviously was one of us. She liked to buy, and we all know what happens. I have warehouses to prove it, and I don't think she let it get that bad. But I'm the exception to that rule. So So LaDonna, yes, an
Yep.
auction fundraiser is a possibility. Yeah. So an auction fundraiser is a possibility. We're going to find out if there's an auction in that area to maybe help him, like, take the stuff and auction it and then get one big lump sum of payment, or maybe we fly out and spend a couple days out there trying to sell stuff for her and all the proceeds go to him. We'll see as time goes on. We'll find out what the best thing what the best thing for the family is and what they want. It's not our call. It's not our place to make that call. But we are there to accept the call and the need for help for him. So,
Hi, Mandy.
um, Pam, do you have anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, just know he is okay, guys. I know he's not, but he is. He's okay. Um, he's he's really not. He's just worried about being alone. That's all.
Right.
He's going to work. He's doing what his mom taught him to do. He's just keeping going every day. There was only two things he asked for. One is, a bunch of people are calling her phone and, trying to get a hold of him. And he said he hasn't been returning many calls, if any. So just give him some time. He said he will start to do that. But right now, he's just trying to go to work every day, take care of himself, and still go see her at the hospital. So, um, you know, just be patient. We can't flood him with a million calls. And the other thing is he appreciates everybody's concern and everything. But for now, no more rest in peace on her Facebook. That was a big thing that um, just upset him, because as far as he's concerned, she's not gone yet.
Right.
So,
He's having a hard time to let her go, guys, and it's like I said, it's his decision finally, and we all will view it differently, but
yeah,
we definitely want to, you know, kind of console his wishes
yeah.
on
So,
this. So,
if you want to post or anything like that,
yep, yep, or just "we miss you, Janine" or something like that is fine. Um, and we're going to keep you guys up to date. So if
yeah,
anything happens, if there's going to be an auction, if there's going to be any kind of benefit, anything that he needs, that her son needs, we're going to try to help with or facilitate.
yeah.
So, I've offered to fly up there and help, and even Pam, who does not like to fly at all, um, has offered to fly. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I don't fly, but I will fly.
Yeah, we plucked our feathers a while ago.
Absolutely, Kat. That is true. Like I said, every Ziva, Brian, take your dog. Everybody views it differently. Like Brian said, this is near and dear to my heart because my mom went through something very similar. So, you know, I view it. I view it as she's gone, and that's just my personal opinion. So don't go by
Right.
what I say. You
Yeah,
know,
we don't listen to Pam usually, so
yeah. So just prayers are always, anything can happen. Anything
yeah.
ever can happen.
So with all that said, does anybody have any questions to do with Janine? And then we'll roll this into the future of us and kind of try to end on a happier note. I don't ever like to lead off with the good information and then go to the bad. I'd rather lead off with the bad and go into a little bit better, just to so that people's days are ended on an up note. So
Yep, ignore me. Brian, I got to step away 1 second. I'll be right back.
okay. So does anybody have any questions to do with the Janine thing? And we will try to answer if we know. If we don't, I'll just tell you we don't know. Except Pam talked to her a lot more than I did. It is really funny in this community that even though this is my company and my business, people seem to have a fear to call me and talk to me, Janine included, would not, you know, if she thought that was upset about anything, or, could I pay early or something like that, she would call Pam and have Pam she would field it through Pam to me. And I'm really not a bad guy. Like I just don't get upset too easy. So, well, does he have family? So, like I said, the family dynamic is a little strange. Janine does have a daughter. So he has a sister, but they don't really speak a whole lot. So there's a little weirdness there. But we don't know too much of the backstory of that, and we stay out of it. I agree, Julie. So yeah, I'm very intimidating. Yeah, I'm a big scary dude. Like 5 foot, like 5'8", big scary dude. So we don't know. The other things we know that Janine, was disabled, and like I said, I hope that that she's better now. That there's no pain, and over time, time heals all. So we hope that that is the case. So I do know that they're in Illinois. Uh, in Illinois. So I know that he has a second mother, or another, and an aunt. So we're gonna see as time goes on. Some family members are gonna come out of the woodwork and step up and be family, and some are not. And you know, um, so Tea Garden, as far as he's actually really, really intelligent. Um, and goes to work and does, has his own play. Well, he lived with Janine, but had his own portion of the house and pays bills and everything else. So I don't know. To be completely honest, I don't think so.
What's
I
that?
think T. Garden said, does Janine's son have a social worker because he's on the spectrum? Because Janine did let everybody know that her son does have autism.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I don't think so, but that
but
is,
he's very high functioning.
yes.
Some people with autism are just so brilliant that it becomes a problem. But from talking to him, you would never know. Like Pam's talked to him for hours,
Yeah.
and she said she can't tell at all.
No. The thing with it is that she doesn't have brain function. That's why.
Right.
That's why it's hard.
Yep.
So, they live in Illinois. Did you say that?
Illinois. Yep.
Okay.
So I did, I did bring it up to Pam that there should be like a grief counselor at the hospital, to kind of help with things. And we're gonna do our best to help and point in the right direction, and and do what we can. Um,
Brian's very intimidating.
yeah. Well, I said it's weird because whenever any of my employees or anybody who ever works for me has ever had any problem, like they don't go to me, they go to you to go to me.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's really funny because I'm like, most of it's like, oh, well, can I get paid a week early or something like that? And I'm like, you know what? If it helps you, if I have the ability to do it, and it helps you. Like, sure, no big deal. But I don't know if they felt weird asking me, so they would ask Pam, and Pam would ask me, and it was never a real big problem. Um, I'm more likely to be mean to Pam than I am to anybody else because she'll just tell me to go F myself.
Yep, that's true. Bonnie, that is true. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? Yeah. This is new to me.
When the peacock dances, yeah, maybe.
I don't know a whole lot about on the spectrum, so this is new to me. What you guys have taught me is what I know. So
Right.
this is just it's different to me. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. The hospital definitely will help.
Catty.
Oh, trust me, Pam will hit me first. She does that on a regular basis. I have bruises all over me to prove it.
Kelly, his jokes are scary. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad jokes are bad.
He's doing
But
really good, guys. He really is doing good for the situation.
yeah,
So
yeah,
he,
he's
he
probably doing better than most of us would.
yeah, he broke down and cried to me last night, but he's doing really good. And you guys have to also keep in mind that this is my first time talking to him too.
Right.
He's always been there in the background and talking and stuff, but this is my first time physically speaking with him, you know. So
Not now, Kat. You can't say that. There are some of my jokes that are not bad. Like 3 or 4 out of 100, I should get at least some credit for. I have
uh,
a very dark humor. Um, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Um, we'll roll it into what's going on with us business wise.
yep.
And yes, he knows that Janine loved Pam.
Yeah, Julie, he knows that the reason he called me back when I called or text her is he knew I talk to her every day and sometimes several times a day. So and he was there. He was there for it. I mean, both him and his mom had just sent me a huge box of candy and he picked it out. So so he didn't know. He pretty much called me to ask me what I wanted of her stuff, or what he could send me back.
Yeah, I got no candy.
And nobody likes you, Brian.
Pam didn't even offer to share it with me. Oops, Pam.
Nobody likes you, Brian. um, we were mods together.
For 3 years. Yeah.
Oh, Bonnie, I didn't know. I didn't know you were a mod. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, it's like Brian. We all love Brian. We all love Brian. Brian's a great guy.
Yeah, I'm like the Uncle Fester of the Buysalot family.
I mean, he's a great guy.
Don't tell people that. I don't want them to get the wrong impression of me.
He's different, but he's a great guy.
So, but yeah, so the community is amazing. You guys all pull together, and I really, really do appreciate it. And that's kind of why I've stayed, the course of YouTube. Obviously, we did Facebook way prior to YouTube and did auctions there and stuff like that. We really like the YouTube community, and there's a lot of people that care, that actually genuinely care. It's not just a ruse to have people like them. It's they actually do reach out and do care and are willing to help even whenever it's a hardship on them. So that's hugely important in life because none of us have any clue of our expiration date, and if we did, life would not be as special as it is. So but we do want to thank all of you, like everybody who's here, like everybody who watches us in the future. We do love Janine, and she was part of this business. So
Janine was mother/sister like to me. So
yeah, man. She yelled at me a lot too, so it was like having another Pam around.
Yeah, and for all of the new people on here that I'm not familiar with your names, it's really great to meet you. It's nice to see you all.
So, but so any other questions as far as Janine goes?
She did, Bonnie. She really
Yep.
did.
See you later, T. Be safe. T's at a seminar now in Wisconsin.
Oh, bye, G.
So she was a lot.
Janine yelled at me every day.
Yeah, she yelled at me a lot too.
She kept me going.
Don, we're not sure yet. They haven't asked us to do any of that yet. So we're gonna see what routes we can go, whether it's benefit auction. She has a lot of stuff he wants to move, whether we go up and get it, sell it for them, or go there and try to sell for them, or find them an auction that's local, or find them another YouTube buyer, like, Cincinnati John's probably not too far away, Cincinnati Picker. So we will do some legwork and try to do what's best for the family.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know a lot about like PayPal and stuff like that, so
right.
We will have to figure that out with him. He has access to Janine's at this point, so for right now.
You got into a bidding war with who? Oh, with Janine, or with me?
Probably
If it
Janine.
was with me, okay, yeah. Because I was gonna say, if it was with me, I did one on Whatnot where I paid $200 or $300 for some random T-shirt. I don't know.
Yeah.
The people had just had a baby and they were really struggling with bills and stuff. And
Awesome.
Rally Roots actually went over and rated their show, and I was bidding against Ryan on a shirt. So.
Yeah, he did say if the time comes funeral wise, unfortunately she didn't have anything set up in place. So
right.
He will need help with that.
Yep. So we will keep you guys apprised as we learn more.
Yep. Yeah, I'll tell you guys what I know when I find it out. When I go live. But you guys know how to reach us if you need to.
Other unexpected as well. Exactly, Carol. We're sorry to hear about your loss as well. You said, we all lose people, and it gives us perspective, and we never know when it's our time. So, you just kind of live each day the best you can. And, we can't take any of this stuff with us. So, trust me, my wife has made it very clear that if I ever find out anything's happening to me, I am to get rid of everything to you guys. Actually, she says that even if there's nothing happening to me, she says I'm still supposed to get rid of it all. But, still.
Absolutely, Eric. And prayer summer. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Pam's dogs are not happy about all the stuff that Pam has.
What?
Leaving all your stuff to your kids. Your kids are your dogs.
Yeah, I am leaving all my stuff to my kids because somebody's got to pay for them.
Yep. So, Pam, do you have anything else to say on the Janine front?
No, I think
okay.
I think we covered as good as we could.
Hey, Dave. So, guys, if you're in the chat and you guys have YouTube channels and stuff like that, just be nice to each other. You're not always going to get along. Some people don't like my humor. Some people don't like my comments. This is how I express myself. This is the real me. Like, I don't put on a fake face to get viewers. And if I did, I would probably wear a lot more clothing and
a hat.
Yeah, and some glasses. Oh wait, I got glasses on. Never mind. Bag or something like that.
Definitely, please be nice.
So we just want to let all of you know that we appreciate all the prayers going out to Janine, and I'm really happy to be part of this community with all of you. Okay, so on to happier things, and just to kind of give you guys an update of the business itself. A lot of you know that I moved to South Carolina, down towards Myrtle Beach.
Oh, we love
we have found a small warehouse, 2,500 square foot, We 3 weeks ago moved a tractor trailer load of stuff down there. I already had storage units full of stuff down here, so that got moved there. This past week, I was up for a funeral of my friend Jack, who was the best man at my wedding, kind of like my grandfather. And, obviously the Janine thing happened as well. Pam and I hired this guy named John who helped tremendously. Pam's husband came and helped. We loaded one 10-foot truck, two 15-foot trucks, and moved that stuff up to the other warehouse. We rearranged the other warehouse, the second warehouse in Pennsylvania, and we're having internet put there. And that is where Pam will be working from. It is closer to Pam's home, so she's kind of happy about that. We moved all of the eBay is down here now. I'm taking care of all of that, or Kim is taking care of all that. And then, my business is, I drove a 26-foot box truck, which was a nightmare. We had a reservation with Penske for a liftgate truck. We got there. They told me, well, when are you bringing it back? And I was like, what do you mean by bringing it back? It's a one-way rental. So that became a hassle. I had to wait an extra day to get the truck. I went to pick up the truck, and it was not a liftgate after we had just put thousands of pounds of posters onto pallets to make it easier. So we had to hand lift all of that and load that truck.
That's
Brought
right.
it down here, unloaded it yesterday, and dropped the truck off. So this week is kind of recouping week. For me, Pam's trying to set up the other warehouse. I think I pulled my back out, so I'm really not doing a whole lot. And, we're kind of giving you guys an update. My future plans as far as business goes, if you guys know, we have 160 plus thousand listings on eBay. My eBay fees currently range about 70% of my income on eBay. So yeah, that's 70. So make sure that if you guys sell on eBay, that you kind of keep an eye on your fees. When you're doing $30,000 a month, like I used to do, the fee structure of paying $3,000 a month for a store subscription is not a big deal. But now that we're doing 9 or 10,000, that $3,000 a month is 33% added on top of the 15% in fees and the shipping cost and everything else. So we're at about 70% fees. So I've decided that we're going to lower down all of that stuff. Don, her son, he's like I said, very, very high functioner, has a job and everything. So, and I have a lot of long tail items on eBay. I've had items on for years. So we're going to wind up pretty much pulling down all of that stuff. The photos that we sell for $17, I take offers of $12 and more. We're going to wind up selling those off in lots, and just bringing them to auction. Whatever they bring, because paying them $3,000 or $4,000 a month for the store subscription, it's one of the only companies in the world that penalizes you for being larger instead of giving you a break. So, I want to sell strictly on YouTube, and I'm going to start having a bigger presence on Whatnot. So if you guys want to come to auctions, Whatnot will be single items. Obviously in lots. So we're going to do like the photos, like all the press photos that we sell for $17 a piece. And anything I have on my eBay store, I have it where I don't really see offers that are under 60%. So if somebody offered me, $8 or something like that, I wouldn't even see the offer. Even if I would have taken it, I wouldn't see the offer. And we get hundreds of offers a day because of how many items we have. But I think we'll probably put those in lots of 100 and just run them through the auction. And it is what it is. The only thing I'll use eBay for maybe is, we have musical instruments on eBay at $600, $700 a piece, stuff like that. Yeah. Yep. Whatnot is definitely, if you don't have a huge subscriber base, is a little tough, but I see the possibilities, and I really enjoy Whatnot. The shipping and everything else there is is a lot of fun, and I look at it like if I get $2 for a photo that I get 17 for on eBay, but I can sell 100 of those photos in an hour or 2 hours, where I sell maybe 30 or 40 photos in a day on eBay. I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, I'm fine with that. It is easy, and I do like. I mean, they do keep track of a lot of stuff, and as they grow, they'll learn, and it'll become better. Um, we're still going to do, YouTube. Pam's going to continue on with us for, at least this year, is what I told her. So unless she upsets me, and then then she's going to come and go after myself after this show.
Do I have to wait till the end?
Yeah. So actually, Mama Beth, I mean by like a big following, I mean like the Harry Tornadoes, like the Josh with 300,000 subscribers, the Locker Nuts, the Renee from Storage Lockers, from the big YouTubers that have 50,000 plus subscribers will bring a lot of people. Donna's doing fantastic with it. So, oh no, there's always a Mr. Buysalot, with or without Pam. Pam actually causes me not to buy as much. Wait, yeah, sometimes. Yeah, from Storage Wars, Renee.
You tell him, Julie. Don't let him that baloney.
Pam is building her own empire, and I'm helping to get her on that route where she actually makes more doing her own auctions than working for me. And ultimately, it will be a better step for her down the road, and it'll allow me to move everything down south and just focus on my family down here. My parents are in their early 80s, and I've been helping out a lot with the Veterans Hospital and stuff like that, with my dad. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on. My mom is now starting to get tremors and stuff like that. So, we're trying to. Am I going to start buying less? I don't have anywhere to put anything right now, so I honestly have not bought anything in probably, other than a few items here and there on Whatnot, I have not bought anything in like 3 months. No big deals. It's really, it's starting to bother me. Trust me. But yeah, so we're gonna try to eliminate 95% of eBay and bring everything to YouTube. I want to know what you guys think about this, though. Here's my idea for YouTube. The way you grow on YouTube is you're very consistent about pre-recorded video, and this goes for anybody out there who's interested in doing YouTube. Pre-recorded video helps your algorithm immensely, especially if you can be on a schedule and be consistent with it. Live video actually hurts your algorithm. So us doing live auctions hurts the fact of YouTube because they don't make as much ad revenue is pretty much what it is. And if you want to get pizza at the flea market, about last time, maybe. So, so for me, I think what we're going to do is I don't know what's in. What do you think, Pam? 85% of the boxes, 90%. I know what I've bought over the years, and I'm got a really good memory, like as far as where things are when I see them. But a lot of my boxes were either packed by Pam. We bought out on a hoarder estate at one point in time that had like vintage Star Wars, gold coins, stuff like that. I had 8 different people packing that, and I literally slept on the floor at that house for 3 days while they did while they did big trucks back and forth of all the stuff. I sent all the junk stuff to the auction. All the furniture went off to auction, and oh, that's right. I did buy a bunch of stuff at the flea market. That's right. You're absolutely right. I bought out that booth.
What is that? I don't know. I don't hear it, Kyle. You hear a fan? Do you hear my fan?
No, banging. I heard it. I hear it too.
Thanks, Striker. I got my own announcement. Cool.
So I think what we're going to try to do is twice a week, we're going to launch a video. We're going to do an unboxing video from the warehouse, literally where we take boxes and open them up on camera. It'll be 3 or 4 boxes, maybe be about 10-minute videos. And I'm going to try to do 2, maybe 3 of those a week. And then everything that we open out of those boxes is going to come to YouTube or to Whatnot, to the auctions. So it'll be kind of like a preview. So it'll serve as a preview for us. It'll be a complete unboxing because I have no clue what's in most of those boxes. Some days it may be boring. Maybe it'll be a box of books. We did just pull down I completely closed out all of my Amazon. So over 1,000 books, CDs, all blues and jazz that were higher end, stuff that on Amazon was $30, $40, $50, $70, $200. I think we sold a CD for like $400 one time. So we have a lot of that.
I can't hear it.
I hear it. Bing.
Yeah, I don't hear it at all.
So I think that's going to be what we do.
Cool.
Is live video unboxing from the warehouse, and then all that stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. Strikers, just get rid of like 100,000 listings. And then just, we're probably going to go for a higher average sale price. Like we sold a trumpet or something like that this morning for $600 on our second account. That's the stuff I want to sell. Like if I'm going to sell something on eBay, might as well be a $500 or $600 item, and all the $499 items and less should just come here and be thrown in lots at $25. So we're gonna change things around. We're gonna have steady videos coming out at some point soon. The goal ultimately will be for me to hire some people to do Whatnot down south in the South Carolina area, and we'll just do some categories at different times. Clothing at one time. I have a bunch of paintings and a bunch of art I've got to figure out what to do with, and so that's kind of what's going on. Hopefully you guys will continue to watch the videos, and obviously we're going to have 3 auctions a week, just like always, and see what happens. And we will definitely keep everybody in the loop of if that was a good business decision or not, because if it's not, I'll be doing these videos out of my car. and if it was, I'll be doing these videos from the same place I always have.
It would bid on. Brian, do you think this community would bid on higher priced items?
So, yes, Julie, there are people in this community that, obviously I watch Jack and Jana, and I really enjoy them, and I just think Jack and Jana are just awesome people from Locker Nuts. And I've seen them sell a sterling necklace with, a pendant for $300 or $400 or $500, and I've seen them sell, a box of Pokemon cards for $1,200, and I bought a Hummel from them for like $340 one time. So yeah, and we've sold some stuff to some of our subscribers here in auction format. I think we sold that Disney plate for $1,200 when we did the auction with T that one time.
Yep.
So yeah, so we definitely sell. I just think that it is better for our customer base. We're trying to reach out to the people who want to have inventory. So that's why we make lots of stuff and do the $25 start. And I think having a lot of items for $25 that, even if people get 75 for that same $25 lot, yeah, it's work and it's a smaller profit margin. But if it's middle of winter and they can't get out without risking their life, double or tripling your money is good.
Yeah, I think everybody gets different prices for items. So I could sell something that Brian sells and get nothing for it.
Yep.
And he could sell something that I get decent money for and get nothing for it. So
Yeah, I have found in the auctions that whenever I auction in the nude, and I tell you guys, the more money we make, the more clothes I'll put on. Our auctions are fantastic.
that's right, Striker.
So you guys are paying me to put clothes on, so reverse stripping. Let's face it, you can't clear a warehouse selling singles. Yeah, yep, definitely like to sell lots, and I haven't seen anybody on Whatnot selling groups of stuff yet. Striker might know of somebody. I think Popeye's Postcards does sell like lots of 100 postcards or something like that.
No way.
And but I think that, like, you know, even when we go to do comics on Whatnot, I think we're going to put like 20 comics in a lot and start it out at $5, you know, and see what happens, because in that instance you have to pay shipping on top of it. So we're going to try to kind of keep it similar to eBay.
Lot sellers, not many. That's right. Tea
Yeah, I'm
Garden,
curious how they do, Striker.
you asked about the warehouse. We don't have internet there, so obviously not until we have internet can we do a tour.
Yep. So Friday, as of Friday, the internet is supposed to be being put in. So early next week we will, or next Tuesday actually, right before the auction, we'll have a little walkthrough.
Yeah, as long as I have it finished. Yep.
Not very good. Okay. I mean, Dom Primetime Treasure Hunter does single comics a lot of times and some short runs and stuff, and seems to do pretty well. But you know, again, Dom is a large YouTuber and just an all-around awesome guy, and he's put his dues in. He's done hundreds of auctions to build up that following. So, you know, he's a great guy.
Yep.
I think that comes over to Whatnot.
Don't forget the pre-recorded auction should make bidding interesting.
Yeah, don't forget the red lace panties.
Julie, no, we are not. Because I'm at my house and Brian is in his house, so we're not selling today. I mean, I'll be on at 6 tonight on my own channel selling, but Brian, Mr. Buysalot, is not selling today.
Yeah, we're not selling it all this week. So you guys have a week to save up for next week's auctions.
Yep. I will be on from 6 to 8 though, selling on my channel.
Okay, well then you don't get a week to save up for next week's auctions because you have to go over there and buy stuff from Pam.
That's right. Me and Kyle will be on at 6 to 8. Kyle's helping me out because, I mean, as you guys know, I lost my mod. Janine was my mod always.
Yep.
So right now, I don't have a mod.
So
that's why I miss. I'm always busy on Tuesdays. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we're on.
Yep. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday here from 1 until 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is generally our time. But this week, no auctions. We're having a quiet week, and hopefully gonna feel a little bit better. And next week, Pam's gonna be selling and get everything set up.
Yeah, I gotta get our warehouse set up yet. So
I'm still yeah, and you guys should have seen when I was moving stuff at the second warehouse. Pam was like, "Ooh, that's a box of smalls. We should sell that at the auction. Ooh, that's a box of military medals. We should sell that at the auction." Ooh. I was like, I'm bringing 2 truckloads of stuff up here that we already have ready.
Striker, we were just talking about that this morning, actually, Kyle and I.
Yeah, Pam's a buy it now sell more than an auction.
Yeah. It works for me. It's my style.
Yep. And even Pam and I talked, you know, years ago about doing a virtual flea market, literally putting stuff on a table with prices and just literally walking through and being like, this is what we got. And you guys could be like, hey, I want that green cup in the top left corner for $10. You know, literally you're getting to go to a flea market without going to a flea market. No auction, no selling individual things. You see a whole table of stuff, you pick out what you want, you pay for it. Yes, Pam has a channel.
710. He said that to me the other night. Striker dropped my channel. Right there it is. I'm Pam, a little old, a little new.
Yeah. Actually, she's Pam a lot of old, but
Quiet down there, Brian. Hi, Jeffrey. Yep, I saw Jeffrey. I like my buy it. Thank you, Bonnie. I like my buy it nows.
Yep. Yeah, buy it now's great. I've pretty much said to Pam, like, my big thing now is I'm gonna try to get this move done, and then the clothing deal for all the urban clothing wear is probably the next deal that I'm gonna really focus on once I have space.
Michael.
It's more than a tractor trailer.
Yes.
Brand new. So we'll definitely be doing buy it now stuff with that.
Oh, hey, thanks, 710. I like your buy it now. Thanks, William.
Yep.
William likes my buy it nows. He also likes my Facebook page because he buys from me there too.
So, but guys, we do appreciate everybody. We're dropping down to 61 people. We want to thank everybody. We've been on for about 58 minutes. We really, really, really miss Jeanine, and we hope that we gave a little clarity on what's going on with Janine and stuff like that. So we do love each and every one of you. You guys are part of our family, and you're part of our business. And without you, we could not do what we do. So it is greatly appreciated. And this is bittersweet. There was a lot of memories, and even Pam and I talked about it as we were leaving. But there was a lot of memories in that warehouse. We grew quite a bit. I've had probably, what do you think, Pam, 20 employees over the years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most of them are still friends of mine. So,
how far out are you living? KJ, Brian, internet.
Yeah, that's at the second warehouse, KJ. They're putting it in Friday.
Yeah, we don't have internet there, and we don't have plumbing at the second warehouse either.
There is no plumbing at the second warehouse. Luckily, it's only 3 minutes from Pam's house.
Yep.
So, we appreciate all of you very much. And Pam's going to be selling tonight at 6. We will be on next week. So after you go buy from her tonight, save up. We're going to bring you some cool stuff next week. Pam has to get a lot of stuff sold so that she has space to start digging into all the new boxes.
Yep.
In the second warehouse. And there is, like I said, there's gold coins. There's books in there that are probably $8,000-$10,000 books. There are vintage carded Star Wars figures from the 70s. We have a lot of stuff. Monster magazines, a lot. Gold, silver, jewelry, military, sports cards, comics. We have all that stuff. Run home. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Pam, do you have anything else to say?
No.
You have anything to say? I did all the talking.
No, just want to thank everybody for everything and reaching out, giving, your prayers and everything. I just want to thank everybody. And thank everybody for everything. This is a tough one. I have no words.
And that's unusual for Pam.
Yeah, I always have something to say.
It's usually not too nice either.
Shut up, Brian.
Say, rest my case.
Shut it, Brian.
So everybody, we love you. We appreciate you, and we thank you for your prayers. We will keep you informed of what's going on. Yep. As we know more, we will let you know more.
Yep.
So we will be up and running next week for auctions for Mr. Buysalot, and then hopefully after about the next month, I have 1 month left of my store subscription level on eBay. So I have a month to figure out what 100,000 listings I'm pulling down and putting into big boxes and selling off to auction. I have so many press photos that I think that those are going to be a big thing that we're going to do. We sell like 30 or 40 a day, but because we have hundreds of thousands of them, I'm at the point where I'm just like, you know what? We're going to hopefully get $1 or $2 a piece and just move on instead of $17 and let them sit.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Kat.
So, yeah. She's put up with me for 20 plus years. So,
yeah,
I got to be doing something right. Or she's learned how to ignore me, one or the other. I shall dust.
All of the above. We tolerate Brian.
That's pretty much it.
I know, Kyle. Love you too. Kyle,
Yes, poor Billy.
a
Come here, Willow.
duo.
Come here, Willow. She comes up the stairs to the upstairs office, but she's afraid to go down the stairs. So she sits over there and she whines.
Brian, watch, I'm gonna show you something. Brian, look at your dog. Oh shit.
What is my dog doing? Hi, Zuzu. Zuzu. Hi, Zuzu. Zuzu.
Where's your Uncle Brian?
Hi, Zuzu. So funny.
Look. I got a new rug. It's brown.
Right.
All right.
Come on, I'll take you in. Okay, everyone. So I appreciate everybody. We'll be back to regular auctions next week. Make sure that you check out auctions for you. She won't be back until Thursday. JJ is doing some auctions. Come here. Come here, Doctor.
Awesome, Shell. No problem. Yep. So come see me tonight at 6 p.m. on my channel.
Yep. There's a Willow.
Bonnie, it was great to meet you. Hi, Willow.
Says hi, yo. So thank you, everybody. We will talk to you guys later.
Have a great day.
See ya.
Bye.